So now that you have the right research mindset, let's start making that family tree. Step 1, collect what you have on your immediate family, the immediate family of your mother, and the immediate family of your father. Collect full names, birth dates, birthplaces, marriage dates, marriage places, death dates, death places. These are called vital information. And the documents that refer to these life events actually can help us move further back when we are doing research. Step 2, start collecting what you can at home. Look for certificates, letters, diaries, photos, even the photos that you have when you go to the cemetery. The lapida of your ancestors or your family members contain vital information that you can use in research. Step 3, you can now create a family tree. I have put in the link in my bio some templates and resources that you can use. Number 4, you can now start exploring so you can move back, right? And because we're in lockdown, it's really online research that we can do. So start looking at Ancestry.com, especially if your family member traveled or lived in a different country or studied in a different country. That's the place to look. If you have purely Filipino family members who stayed in the Philippines, familysearch.org is the best bet. When you use their search function and you cannot find your ancestor, don't lose hope. That doesn't mean that they don't have the record. It simply means that the record has not yet been indexed. So come back in a couple of months and maybe the record would have already been indexed for us. Also, books have been very helpful. I have found my ancestors because I knew what they did for work. So I looked for books around their workplaces, and that's where I find their bios. Filipinas Heritage Library is one good resource. Because we were a colony of the United States, the National Archives of the US is also a resource for us. And another tip, if you are already at the 1900s time, it's good to have a little knowledge of Spanish. When you start organizing your research, you can have hard copies and you can have soft copies. It's really up to you. Just make sure you have backups. And also, anytime in this journey, always be driven by proof. Be driven by documents, not by wishful thinking. Diba? So if you have questions, just drop it in the Q&A box above. And happy Ninuno hunting!